Alright guys, today we're installing the Dynamic AutoWorks inlet pipe. Here I have it already assembled on the intake pipe. So essentially what this does is it deletes the buffer, and it's just a straight pipe. It's more efficiency for the turbo, it doesn't have to work as hard. And this is a Dynamic AutoWorks inlet pipe. So it connects to the stock intake pipe, but I'm getting the MST intake. But for now, I'm installing it with the stock intake. So as you see, it just bolts up. So you want to remove this inlet pipe. So you got to take off the stock intake box, which is this and this. And then once you get in here, you want to detach the vacuum lines for the inlet pipe. Both of these lines right here. This one connects on top of here. And the wastegate line, which is this. It's just a little connector, and this holds on to the PCV. And for this clip, you want to pull from up here, right, and detach it and push it forward right here, right? So then the clip is hanging off like this, and then you come on the other side and do the same thing. Push it forward and you just pull it out. And then that will make sure you detach your PCV line, and then you can hoist it out. And you want to clean up your... Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is here's the stock inlet pipe side by side. So obviously, as you see, there's a buffer right here, and this is deleted. So you want to transfer over the PCV valve to this port, and then you got your clamp. Make sure you lube up your clamp. Make sure you clean up your turbo inlet pipe right there, and then get ready for installation. Yo guys, I forgot to mention also, make sure your turbo inlet shaft is there's no play in the shaft, meaning like it doesn't rock side to side. Otherwise I would get that checked out. Also make sure your turbine is spinning like as it should be. So mine is good, there's no shaft play, and you're ready for reassembly with the new inlet pipe. Alright guys, now that after you lubed up your O-ring, now it's time for reassembly. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you hear an audible click from the clips. Like that. Make sure you see it's seated properly. Push down the clips. Turn on the light for you guys. So yeah, make sure it's seated properly. Check the fitment. Make sure the clips are down on both sides. So I press on both sides. Press down. Try to pull it off just to make sure that it's seated properly. And then you're going to want to reinstall these vacuum lines. Look at that. This one's already pretty much on it. And reinstall this vacuum line. And reinstall the intake or the PCV tube right here. I have an oil catch can, so I don't use this. And then basically reassemble the intake pipe. Alright guys, now that we got the turbo inlet installed, do a test check, make sure it doesn't pull off. You want to connect your evap valve right there. Connect your other valve on top of it. Make sure they click in, just like that. Make sure your PCV is connected, your wastegate is connected right here, your wastegate is connected right here. And then now it's just time to put your intake pipe on, and then your intake. Alright guys, after you install your inlet pipe with your PCV port and your vacuum line and all your wastegate is on, make sure it's all intact, everything's seated good. Now you got your intake pipe on, you gotta tighten that bolt down there. Then what you're gonna want to do is install your heat shield if you have one. your heat shield for your wastegate, and then your intake. After you install those two, go for a drive and enjoy.